Imagine you're bored and you decide to drill a hole straight through the earth. You start in Madrid, drill through thousands of miles of rock, and pop out exactly in Australia. Most people think, great, I'll just jump in and be there in no time. According to the math, it would take you exactly 42 minutes, a free flight, no airport security, and no terrible plane food. But there's a small problem. Actually, there's a whole list of problems that would turn you into dust before you even pass the crust. The first issue is that the hole would be full of air. At a depth of a few thousand miles, that air isn't light and invisible anymore. Because of the massive weight of everything above you, the air at the center of the earth is so thick it behaves like liquid pudding. You wouldn't be falling at 28,000 kilometers per hour. You'd actually be slowly sinking through a hot soup of compressed nitrogen and oxygen. It would take days, and while you're swimming toward Australia, the friction from that thick air would cook you alive. You would literally become the fastest human microwave meal in history. Now let's say you're smart and you pump all that air out. Now you're in a vacuum, but the earth is spinning, and you've forgotten about that. As you fall toward the center, you still have your sideways momentum from the surface. The result? You won't fall straight down. Instead, gravity will slam you into the eastern wall of the tunnel at supersonic speeds. You would become human sandpaper. Scraping against the wall of the shaft would grind you into a fine red powder before you even pass the first layer of the crust. Your trip to Australia would end as a smear on a wall somewhere deep under Algeria. But let's say you have a magnetic shield that keeps you perfectly centered. Here comes the real fun, the core. You're passing through an ocean of liquid iron that is as hot as the surface of the sun. There is no known material that can withstand that temperature without turning into soup. Your super modern carbon nanotube pipe would collapse like a straw in a blender. Even if you survive the heat, the gravity of the entire planet is trying to crush you into a single point. So if you're planning a trip to Australia through the center of the Earth, you're going to need a vacuum, a magnetic shield, a heat-proof pipe, and a whole lot of luck. In theory, it's a 42-minute trip. In practice, it's the most expensive and extreme way to become a part of geological history. Maybe it's better to just buy a plane ticket. At least you get those tiny pretzels, and the chances of becoming human plasma are significantly lower.